This time on StreetRat Garage, we are back again at StreetRat Garage worldwide headquarters to ask the question, what do we have in inventory? And will it start? Let's get started. So I've done videos like this in the past where we just walk around and check inventory, see what we have, and explain what we're going to do with some of these vehicles. Well, it's another year, and some of the stuff we haven't done anything with, and some of the stuff we've gotten rid of, and sometimes in some cars we've added to the fleet. So I think it's time again for another video, walking around, explaining what it'll do, and maybe start up a couple of these cars and see if they'll run. I think we're going to start on this side of the yard with the a more recent car that we've added to the fleet. This is a 80, what year is this again? Where's the tail light? It's on top of the glass. This is an 86 Z28. I don't think this is an IROC. I think it's just a Z28. I can't remember. It's hard for me to keep track sometimes, but I got this one covered up. We bought this at auction, the impound auction, the Indianapolis impound auction. So if you're into auctions, we do a lot of auction content as well. So you can go back through the listings, the playlists, and look for auction vehicles. So this is in one of those videos. We got it running and drove it down the road and messed with it a little bit, but it's just been sitting here for a couple months. So we need to make sure this is running, make sure that it's ready to be, I don't know, done with whatever we're going to do with it. No idea what we're going to do with this. Probably just sell it off, but we need to make sure this still runs. You're right. We are just going to try right off the bat to see if this has any power in it at all. Not much. Oh, there she goes. She's cranking. Starter didn't sound real good. There she goes. It actually started. Unbelievable. Oh, come on, keep running. She, not a good cold starter, that's for sure. Okay. I think that's got it. All right. Oh, sounds like she's gonna die on us. Keep going. There we go. All right. Yeah, she's not fancy. She's nothing special. It's not fast. I believe that should be the original 305 that somebody threw some headers on and some aluminum valve cover. Not aluminum, they're not even that. They're chrome valve covers that are starting to rust. Chrome alternator, aluminum radiator, and yeah, looks like the AC's been replaced, but overall she's a pretty good car. I got a good deal out on it at the auction. We just need to do something with these wheels, and actually we need to do something with these wheels because these are not in very good shape, as you can tell, but she's got a good interior. It's a T-top car. I still have to replace that spoiler piece, which some people have been sending me some links and videos of where I can get some. Thank you for everybody that's doing that. The exhaust sounds terrible. She's a Z28. We have that side. We just need the driver's side. So yeah, she's still a runner. We just have to make some time and do something with it. I believe this has coolant in it. Yeah, it's nice and green, so it has a coolant in it. So it's almost winter time. We need to make sure these are also ready to survive the harsh Indiana winters we have up here. There we go. So it's dirty too. I don't know if having it covered up with the top is helping things out any. It just gets moisture up underneath there. I'm thinking when it's underneath a tree and it's fall, tarp it up and then uncover it the rest of the time, let it breathe. So we're letting it breathe for a little while, but that's one. There's our 86 Camaro Z28. Well, next up we have something that I absolutely hate. I can't stand this car whatsoever. It has just been sitting here because I don't even want to do anything with it. I'm too lazy to even take it to the scrap yard, but I need to get rid of this. This is complete garbage, but it starts and runs. This is, I don't know, it's like a 2008, 2009 Chevy Cobalt. Quite possibly the worst car that I have that actually still runs. These Cobalts are absolute throwaway cars, and this one's, it's been beat up, it's dented, it's dinged, it's stained on the interior. It's so nasty. Let's look at the seats. Look at the seats. Is that not disgusting? I mean, it would clean up and I could spend a bunch of time on it, getting it looking nice, and I could probably only get $700. That would probably be the best I can do on this, about $700. Cleaned up, running good. But this should start up. That's my Oxedo jump starter. That thing always works. I use it like every day, almost every day. Starts it right up. Complete dead battery. Man, this thing's garbage. There's no radio on it either. Look at the floors. Look how nasty that is. It's absurd. The sad part is this thing sounds fantastic. It's nice and smooth. It's a Ecotech. I don't know how good Ecotechs are, but this has like, I don't know, maybe 150,000 on it. How many miles are on this car? It's got low fuel. That's what it says. I don't even know how many miles are on this car. Trunk ajar. It doesn't say. 150, 170,000 miles on it. I mean, it's served its purpose. It is time for this thing to go. I got the title to it, but it's not a driver. It's got a bad wheel bearing and the caliper is jacked up on it. It'll move around a lot, but that's about it. Transmission works, engine works, but it's complete garbage. Well, I mean, we should do something. Move it, air up the tires, blow some of the leaves off. I don't know. Just move it so we know that we don't mess up the whatever else is messed up on it. I mean, it's a complete garbage can, but you got to move these things around a little bit, make sure the transmission still works, and lube up everything. Oh, so I think the power steering just went out. It moved and then just stopped. I don't know. Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah, no power steering. Garbage. Well, the least we can do is add air to the tires. These are all almost flat, not quite, but pretty close to it. So let's do that. Circulate all the fluids, add air to the tires, and put it back. What's funny is this thing has Pirelli directional tires on it. So these tires cost more than what I paid for the car. I think I have like $500 into this thing. So if somebody wants a total garbage can, you can come up here and give me $500 and you can have this junk. It just really annoys me that this engine sounds so good. Maybe I should take it down the road. I really don't think this has power steering. It's either really stiff or I don't know. It might be working, but I don't think it matters on this car. It's so light. We'll just run it just a little ways down the street and back because I know this wheel bearing's bad. It's been so long since I've driven it, but I'm pretty sure it was complete garbage. Let's pull out here. Can't even hardly see through the windshield. It's so bad. Can you hear it? Well, yeah, you can definitely hear that. Wow, that sounds bad. When I hit the brakes, it pulls a little bit to one side. I'm surprised it's not clunking. It was clunking before. Man, can you hear that? That is awful. But the transmission's just smooth like butter. The engine runs fantastic. this would be a perfect car for somebody that just needed something to go back and forth to work in if they fix the brakes and the wheel bearings. But then you'd have to know how to do that as well. So I don't want to put any money into this car. This thing is just garbage. It's just not worth the time for me to make no money on it. Which is sad because it actually runs good. As far as engine and transmission, those wheel bearings sound like garbage. Might be one. Is that the one in the back or the front? I can't tell. I don't even know where that's coming from. That might be the back wheel bearing. I thought it was the front one. Sounds like the back now that I have the hatch open back there. Shoot. Man, this thing's garbage, but it runs so good. Still won't tell me the miles on it though. But let's just put this back. I'm just not. If somebody wants to buy it, they can buy it. $500. Just come and get this. All right, so this one right here, it's been on a lot of episodes of StreetRat Garage. This is my 2011 Chevy Silverado. I think I blew the head gasket on it. The water pump was leaking real bad, and I kept adding water to it and overheat, and I think I pushed it too far one day, and I'm pretty sure I blew the head gasket on it. But I have driven this into town from here, and it has actually performed well, so I'm not sure, but this should still start. This is pretty much the dead battery that I just took out of that Cobalt over there. Hopefully that little bit of run time was enough to give it enough juice to start this truck. Somehow I doubt it, but we got our handy dandy jump starter right here. So if she doesn't, we'll just hook that up. But let's see if she'll fire up. Okay, here we go. Will she start? No power at all. I thought I saw it spark. Did you not spark? Obviously, that wasn't enough run time, so hooking that back up and trying it again. All right, this should do it. Ugh. There she goes. That was an angry start right there. Sounds fine, except for I can hear the water pump still rattling around. I guess we should air up the tires on this one too. Just a fun fact, this one has 447,000 miles on it. Still technically running. What was that? Okay, yeah. It definitely needs air in it. She's showing low pressure, only 5 pounds on one of the tires. Well, this is one of the things you can do to keep your stuff from rotting away when it's sitting around and you're too lazy to work on it. Just come out, fire this stuff up, let it run for a little while, circulate all the fluids and air up all the tires, maybe take it down the street, whatever. That's better. This actually has good tires on it, and it has new suspension underneath of it, air levelers on the back, new shocks, everything. This is a really good truck, and man, I just messed up by not replacing that water pump in time, basically. This truck is actually such a great truck with the 5.3, the transmission and everything. Well, the transmission I did have a problem with, actually, that truck. It's so good that I went ahead and bought that truck there, which is, yeah, it's pretty much the same thing, except it's in a regular cab. But this is a 3/4 ton. This is a 1/2 ton. This pulls so much better. That's a long bed. That's a short bed or medium bed. They got one bed smaller, one bed longer. But this is really a good truck. So we'll add this to the list. This is my 2500 2014 with a 6.0 in it. Runs, drives. This is my daily driver right now. And while we're at it, another LS powered truck that you've seen on the channel. This is my 2013 Chevy Tahoe, also with a 5.3 in it. You can't beat the LS engines. I don't care what anybody else says. These are all good engines. 447,000 miles. I mean, you can't argue with that kind of mileage. This one has like 226,000. This is still just under 200,000. But all of these run great. I would drive if I fix the head gasket on this, I would drive it anywhere. But those two, you can drive anywhere. So there's 3 more vehicles on our list. I don't have to start those up because they run perfectly fine. No big deal. Those are 2 our daily drivers. So let's move on. Okay, I don't know. This doesn't really count because this is just a parts car that I bought to fix my wife's car. She has an identical car to this, 99 Toyota RAV4, and I've been taking some parts off of it, plus I've sold some parts off of it. I paid like, I don't know, $500 or $400 for this car, and I've been selling parts off of it. I took the radiator and some other stuff off of it to fix her car, and I'm getting my money back just by selling off these parts, and it's about half paid for right now, and those parts will be for free. So moving on to this is what year is this? 14, I think. I think this is a 2014 Dodge Charger. This is the Bullet Charger. It's been shot up. I've showed this one before, so we'll just see if this one starts up. I mean, 5.7 in it, and it actually runs and drives. So this has been sitting for a little while. Where is the door handle? Oh, it's all the way up here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, boy, it's full of leaves. that tarp didn't do much good. This thing's got leaves all over it. I don't know why I keep putting tarps on things. It's just not doing any good, and it makes these things nasty as can be. So hopefully there's no animals crawled up in here. Let's see if this will start. Oh, barely starts, but she started up pretty good. Oh, why are those wipers on? Now there's a problem with the wipers. They're off, but they're continuing to wipe. So I must have got some moisture up inside the motor of that, and she's shorting out. More acorns inside of there. Stupid little chipmunks. So apparently they didn't eat up any of the wires, but it's all nasty underneath here. Yep, so she's got the 5.7 in her. Looks like she's got a little oil leak out of the valve cover right there, but actually it sounds pretty good. These always make a little chittering sound from the injectors here. So that's the injector noise. So that's not ticking. It's still a good engine. So these have a tendency to have the Hemi tick in them. Look at all that junk. But this one's still good. I don't think we're gonna take this one out for a test drive. The tires look like they're already up on it. So we'll just move this up a little bit. Okay, dokey. Let's move this up in position a little bit because it's about to get real muddy right in this area. So we need this so we can get to it. The reason I have to cover this up is because it's got broken windows in it. So yeah, that's about the only reason. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it parked up here next to the Camaro because I actually want to do some stuff with it. I keep debating rather. I just want to throw some glass in here and leave the bullet holes. It needs the back glass, it needs the side glass, it needs both of those glasses, but if I can find just a cheap one, I'll just replace these doors and just be done with it. But this is so cheap that I had to buy it. And yeah, she's bullet holed up real good. They were using this one for practice at the shooting range, what I come to understand on this one. But two-wheel drive version 5.7, these things actually scoot really good. So I found somebody that will do the glass, the front and the back glass, for like 250 bucks. I mean, that's an incredible deal. I mean, of course, that's used glass. They actually go to salvage yards or whatever, they pop out used pieces of glass, and then they, they reinstall them, which is brilliant, because it was going to cost me like $750 to have both those pieces replaced. So if I can do it for $250, boom, I'll definitely take it in there, have that glass replaced, and we'll drive that around. We'll drive it looking like that. That'd be awesome. Okay, this right here, I have to look to see what year it is. It's a 2007 GMC Yukon, right? I think it's a Yukon. Yeah, it's a Yukon Denali. It has a 6.2. I think only the Denali had the 6.2. I don't think the Yukon ever had a 6.2 in it. If I'm wrong, you can tell me. But 07, I believe, was the first year they started putting 6.2s in these trucks. So I picked this up super cheap at the auction because it's crashing. It has a 6.2, even though it has 236,000 miles on it. It still has a 6.2 in it, which is an LS engine, and that will keep on going down the road. I don't know what car I'm going to put it in, but I'll find something. Oh, this is the same battery that we used to start up the Cobalt and the truck over there. So I'm pretty sure this isn't charged up enough to do anything. So again, we'll use our jump starter and we'll see if this one will start up. Did I get the keys to this one? I think I left them in here, maybe. Okay, here we go. There, starts right up. This one, it's making a little bit of noise just on startup, which some of these LS do when you just let them sit around forever and a day. But she's running pretty good. A little bit of an exhaust leak, as a lot of these do have, especially when they're wrecked. But there's nothing wrong with that engine. She's running smooth enough. Can't let it run too long because the radiator was blown away in it. This was wrecked really, really hard. I've been selling some parts out of this one too. Somebody wanted these third row seats, never come back for them. Somebody got the front seats. I took the console, I'm gonna put it in my Tahoe, but the sucker's all cracked up. Actually, that instrument display's worth something. It's got a good radio. It's got the DVD player up there. It's got all that stuff. So this will still part out. We'll make some money off of it. Probably we'll make all our money back, and then we'll have the engine for free. Yeah, it's clearing up. That's just the exhaust leak. Got a little bit of a ticky here. As soon as it warms up, that'll go away. Looks like we got like one good door, and that's about it. Somebody was asking about this hatch too. I had to check it to see if it's in good shape, and it's got a little bit of a ding right there, but yeah, $100 I guess. Yeah, I'd say $100 for a good hatch. Get that out of there. Cool. So put this stuff up for sale and pull that engine and transmission out. Well, the engine out. And yeah, sell off some parts, put that engine in something, drive it down the road. Okay, let's move on to something a little bit more fun. The Funk. This is the, I keep forgetting the year of this van. I think it's 75. We'll say 75. 1975 Chevy G20 van. This was just on the channel, and we put these side pipes on it. We put air shocks on it that are still holding up. We still need to lower that front end. That front end is just too high. Need some more rake, but this runs just fine. Well, it should start up right now. Let's cold start this, see what happens. There she goes. Side pipes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But this hasn't been sitting long enough for it not to start. So I'm confident in this one. Oh, I forgot to mention the curb fillers that we put on it too. So this needs cleaned up, and it's pretty much just ready to drive on the street. Maybe a little carburetor messing with. I would like to get some better fog lights on there, clean this up. Side pipes, yeah, they're ready to go. Open this up real quick. And I've actually, it's not here yet, but I bought a disco ball to hang in here. So we'll have our disco ball in here pretty soon. Maybe hook up that little red light, put back our inverter. There's that battery I was looking for. So it was just having some carburetor issues. So we got a carburetor kit there that we need to fool around with. And yeah, shag carpet. This one's good to go. We need to drive this. Oh, those side pipes, it sounds so good. That is awesome. Love the side pipes. Yeah, that one, this one's ready to go. If you want to see more on this, just go back through my videos. We did a whole video, it's like an hour, almost an hour long on this van, putting all that goodness on it and driving it. Did we drive it? I can't remember if we drove it or not, but it drives fine. There's really not much wrong with this one. This one's ready to go. So yes, that one starts, runs, and drives. We're going to keep it. It's going to be back on the show spring probably. So let's move on. 1968 Plymouth Satellite Sport. Yeah, that's it. This is not just the Satellite, but it's not quite the Road Runner. This is the Satellite Sport. It gives you all the goodness of the Road Runner, just not the price tag back in the day. So this is your cheap economy old man or young kid, probably actually old man or young kid that doesn't want as flashy, or young kid that can't afford the Road Runner package. But yeah, this is a Road Runner. It's basically just a Road Runner. She is crusty. I did a video on this one too. I took the carburetor off because it was full of garbage. I got to plug up those holes before winter. I just poured some goo down in there. This engine right now, it's froze up. I poured oil and junk and transmission fluid and sprayed it, all that good stuff. So we're just waiting for this one to simmer for a couple more months, and then we'll try and start this engine. So, but that's in a video. Go check that one out. But this thing is so rusty, and this is definitely not one that we're going to start right now. But look at the floor. There is none. I mean, it's so bad that it rusted away all of the floor. Plus, this torsion bar cross member is complete garbage. This is going to be a battle. I don't know if I'm capable of bringing this one back around. Might need some help bringing that one. See, the door's even saggy. It doesn't close right. That's nice. But we can't part it out. It's too good. It's been sitting since, what was that, 1982? Yeah, a long time she's been sitting around. But man, this is going to be a good car. We have to do something with it. I forgot the best part of this car. You probably saw it, maybe you did. Yeah, it's a 4-speed car. Oh, come on, door, close. There we go. 4-speed, 383 Plymouth Satellite Sport. Rusty wreck, but we got to bring it back around. We can't let it die. So it's going to be back on the channel. I guarantee you that we will at least fire this up, and if the transmission works, it should work. It's a manual. It will move. We will make this run. We will make it move. Almost a guarantee. Almost. Not quite, but almost a guarantee. So look for that one. Okay, I'm back again, and I made a little faux pas on the the microphones, and I didn't record some of the stuff that I did, so I'm having to go back through. This is the other charger. I actually just fired it up and moved it over here, but I didn't have any audio, so you didn't get to see that. But this is her running. This is a 2014 Dodge Charger, and if you can hear it, can you hear that noise? That's one of the cam lifters, rollers messed up and probably a little bit sideways or something because it's squilling pretty bad. This one, yeah, this one has to have the engine pulled out of it and replaced. So I only gave $1,500 for this car though. It's in really good shape. Come from Ohio, come from govdeals.com. You can see my other videos in the playlist under auctions, Gov Deals. So check these guys out. It's been sitting, it's filthy, but it shines up really good. I mean, it's actually, I don't know which one's a better deal, a shot up one or the one that needs the engine replaced. Either way, these both are good cars. So runs perfectly fine. Give it a little rev here. Still revs up just fine. Boy, that made a little bit more noise out of that engine, didn't it? Yeah, she runs just fine. I think it's time to shut her down before she grenades herself. There we go. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. Anyway, doesn't matter. She's gonna sit here and till next year again. We'll do something with both of these cars. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be something. Maybe we should just combine them. I don't know. I don't know what to do with these cars. Project for another time. All right, this one right here is a 1980, I think, Plymouth Valari. This one, it will run. I did have it running, and that was part of the no audio thing. I'll throw some video up here over it though, so you can see it. But I fired this one up and moved it back and forth, and this wheel was getting stuck. But she moves. It's a slant six car, so it's really, you know, indestructible engine and transmission wise. The body's not bad. I wanted to do a body swap on this car. That would have been awesome, but I don't know. I think we're getting a little bit too many projects right now, but I'm gonna hang on to this for a little while. If I can't seem to bring myself to get this body cut off of this and onto another car, we'll do something else with it, sell it. Maybe we'll part this out. Great engine, great transmission, good rear end, all that stuff is good, and we don't even need that for a body swap. But this would make an awesome car to put on, like, I don't know, something else. If one of the Chargers had the same wheelbase, we could do that, but Charger's a lot longer than this car. I'm not sure, I can't remember what the wheelbase was on this, but she's kind of short, so we can't really do much there. But good body swap candidate for the future. We're gonna hold on to it at least until next year. If we haven't done anything next year at this time, she's out the door. We can only hold on to them for so long. This one right here is it's not a 70s, it's an 80s, 85, 6, 7, 86, I think, maybe. I can't remember, but this has been in some videos if you want to see it. We got it from a junkyard, and it was all crashed in the front end. So we put this doghouse on it, and then we didn't get very many views on this truck. I don't know, you guys don't like square bodies apparently, so I haven't invested any more time into it because I don't think anybody wants to see it, to be honest. I don't remember how many views, but it was small. It's like one of the lowest performers. So we're gonna let it sit here all summer or all winter, and maybe we'll just revisit it, and just get rid of it or something. I don't know. We got to put a radiator in it, put the bumper on it. There's not much left to do on this truck, and it's going to be ready for the road, but nobody seems to care about it. But one people will care about is this 1979, I think, 78, 79 Toyota Corolla. Another project I can't seem to get around to. I have that problem a lot. I get distracted very, very easily, and stuff starts to sit around, but I don't have welding skills or fabrication skills. This may have to go to somebody else, at least to make the engine mounts, transmission mounts, drive shaft, fabricate whatever we need for the rear end. And well, that's going to be pretty much the whole car. So I don't weld. I absolutely don't weld. It looks terrible every time I do. But burnout car. This is what the Aussies use. They've had used them. And it would be really great if we could make this a burnout car. It's got a short wheelbase, which is, for some reason, the Americans like larger wheelbase cars, but the short wheelbase is the way to go. It gives it a lot of spins and tight radiuses, and you can really work the burnout pits when you're using one of these. I mean, there's hardly any wheelbase here at all. This car is nothing. It's small and lightweight. She's going to blow the tires off with just a small block or a 5.3 in it. You don't even have to put a blower or anything on these cars, and they will just annihilate the tires, no problem. So that is that's a next year's problem as well. So a lot of that is next year's. They're just going to sit here all winter. We're not going to do anything. We're not going to fool with that at all. And this phenomenal beast right here is a 1968 Chevy Caprice. This will run, and I'm pretty confident that I can start it, but I am getting ready to make a video on this, pulling this back out again and trying to get this to where I can drive it on the road. We fired it up. We got it running after sitting for 1,050 years, and we moved it around the property here a little bit, and that's it. And it's been sitting here for about 2 years. Everything's been sitting for like 2 years. So 327 engine in this one. I think it's a 327. Yeah, it says right there on the side 327. 327 engine, 4-barrel quadra-junk carburetor. I actually talked to the guy. The guy saw the video on this that used to own it, and he gave me a few extra parts that they had that got separated from the car. So there's like a little dent right up here in this header panel. So we have this panel, and we have that grill that we can replace. And I believe that panel is actually red, and it's got a really nice grill to go with it. So I want to put those on, and then I want to go through this car and see what it needs. It's so gross on the inside. It's ridiculous. That seats need to be recovered, or a mighty blanket or something put on there. But this is like, you guys know Dalton from Pole Barn Garage? He's been doing that poverty tour thing. This would be a pretty good car for that. It's like either going to be in between this car or this Cadillac right here. Now this, we'll just move on from the 68. Well, the 68 has some rust right there, and I think it's got a little bit of rust on the frame, which is no big deal. But this would be a good poverty tour car. But this might be better because they like boats, they like land yachts, and this is a little bit longer than that one. But this is a 1972. I think it's a 72. Yeah, it says so on the label. This is another auction car I bought from Artura Marketplace. Came out of the police impound lot here in Indianapolis. Actually, down there in Indianapolis, because up here is not Indianapolis. But it's got a 472 in it that it was running, but something happened to the starter, and now she won't turn over. But there was transmission problems with this. It would go into gear and it would move for about 10 seconds and we would lose all the gears. So I was trying to get it up here, and I was able to move it from back here to about this spot before the starter gave up on her. Oh, it's got leaves in it, but this probably won't start. Oh, yeah, no, see, I think we stripped the teeth. We either stripped the teeth on the ring gear, or we stripped the teeth on the starter. One of the two. So she's definitely not gonna go. But I think this engine was rebuilt at one point, because it's awful blue underneath here, and it would definitely not be that nice. New spark plug wires, distributor cap, everything underneath of it looks really good. But this is a boat. But I think I'm gonna have to put a transmission in it, so it doesn't matter about the ring gear. It's got a little bruising on her and a little bit of rust back here. I think I have the fender skirts, but they might not go on because I think those are rusty. The idea behind this would be, if we get it going, to put some side pipes on it, like on the van, and maybe some Kragers on it and some air shocks. Pretty much make it like the van, all funkadelic. Hey, you don't see too many of the Cadillacs done up that way, but I wish I could start this up because it runs really good. But I'm gonna have to crawl under there, yank out the starter, and see what the deal is on that. But coming soon, possibly to the Pole Barn Garage Poverty Tour, or the 68, one of the two, or something else that I get later. Next on the list is the another auction car, the Camaro 2010, I think, maybe. I'm supposed to be pulling this engine out for the Monte Carlo or the, I don't know, the Caprice or the Cadillac, or I'm just supposed to pull the engine out for whatever, something that needs to go. I've been pulling parts off of this car though, and people, you know, I put it up on Marketplace, people have been buying parts of it. Hardly any interior left on the inside, sold the spoiler off the back, and I used the rims on the other Camaro. So this is going away piece by piece, but I got to make some time to pull this engine out. But the real question is, will it still start? Oh, almost. Oh. Oh, no. Where's the trunk button? I can't remember where the trunk button is. Well, it's Oxidal jump starter time again. If you watch the video on this, I told you that this thing works well. And this is pretty much proving it. So try this again. Oops. Lost connection. That wasn't the jump starter's fault. That was the battery's fault, because I have a loose terminal back here. I have to keep wiggling around. Okay. Nope, that's still not it. Come on. Connect. There she goes. I think that's it. There she goes. Now let's try it again. Yep. Just like that. She's fired up again. Sounds good though, doesn't it? Oh, listen to that rumble. This is probably going to be one of the last times this starts in this car, because it is time to pull this engine out. Look at the transmission. Look at the power steering pulley. It is bent pretty good. Before it was making a little ticking noise, and I think that's what it was, the power steering pump pulley. But obviously we can't run this long because we don't have any coolant there, but most of the interior is gone out of it. I had a guy that wanted that dashboard, so I might have to pull that dashboard, and there's people that want the trunk lid. I already sold the spoiler off of it, but I got to pull some more parts and get this engine out. We got people that want the rear end out of this as well, so there's a lot of parts left that I need to pull off of this car. Yeah, she's a monster, isn't she? I got to get to work. See that? That is a garbage barge. I'm not even going to say anything about that. It's a boat, just like this is a boat. Well, let's move on. So this is just one of my parts trucks. I sold this door off of it. Then I used the engine and transmission. That's what, not the engine and transmission. I used the engine. What did I do with the transmission? I think that was a 400 transmission. It was good. I think I took this down the road. I can't remember now. It might be on the channel. I can't even remember. But lots of parts left on this truck. We need to get this parted out and get rid of it. So C20, a few good parts left on it. Send it down the road, no big deal. This is garbage. This one right here, this again, another auction car. And we're supposed to do something with this. I've been buying these cars at auction and not doing anything with them, just setting them up here. But I want to make a video on fixing up the stuff that's wrong with this one. I've already bought parts. I got the front bumper cover and a rear bumper cover for it to make it look a little bit better. But we are definitely going to need, again, the Oxedo jump starter for this one, because it is dead. It's been sitting up here forever and a day. But all we have to do is throw this little guy on here, and it's clicking, making the noise, sending the power. This starter wasn't very good either. Bad connection again. So this may or may not start because bad connections. Is it making the noise? No, still don't have a connection. Man, me and those bad connections, huh? Maybe if we move it over here, over here. Now it's making some noise. Okay, come on. There she goes. That was easy. Now she is running. This one runs just fine. It runs, it drives. Well, it wasn't an accident, so you know it was running when it got into the accident. All we have to do is put the bumper covers and stuff on it, and we can sell this one, make some of our money back. Only got $500 in this. I think like $475 into it. Super cheap car. It actually runs really good, so not much to do here. Just, again, need to get on it. All right, I'm gonna move this junk somewhere else too. Since we're starting all this stuff up, we need to organize a little bit. Put this back off in a corner somewhere. And this junk right here, it's another caliper. So this one I thought was gonna be an easy fix, but it's not gonna be an easy fix at all. I bought this one without going out and looking at it, and you can see how badly the frame is tweaked on that one. I was hoping I could pull it out, and yeah, that's probably not a good idea to do anyway. So this is a parts car. It's already listed on Facebook Marketplace, and we're just gonna part it out. This is like another $475 car that we got at auction. It actually has some pretty decent interior in it. Unfortunately, it does not run. It has some sort of aftermarket alarm system on that I've been trying to yank off to get this thing to start, and I just can't quite get it there. So this, I'm just gonna pull this up out of the way somewhere and move on with life. Another reason I make these videos is for myself, so I can go through and remind myself how much work I have to do and how many vehicles that I have that I don't need. I don't need this many vehicles. Who needs this many vehicles? You don't get anything done. But speaking of things I don't need, here's the Chevet. This is a great car. Nobody wants to buy it. I marked it all the way down to $1,200. It will not sell. It runs, it drives, it needs a little bit of brake work. So what? I can drive this all the way, to California and back. You don't need to stop. I mean, come on. But it gets like 30-ish something miles to the gallon. I think like 40 on the interstate. 1.6 liter automatic transmission with absolutely no guts at all. But people like looking at this car, but nobody wants to drive it. Kind of like a moped. And the question of the day is, will it start? Cranks over. Pump it, pump it, pump it. Oh, don't die, battery, don't die. Battery died. Oh, it was gonna start too. If I would have primed it with some gasoline, it would have started. Oxedo jump starter to the rescue. Ah, see, it didn't need much more. It was gonna start. Listen to that mighty beast. You know the heat works in this. It doesn't have air conditioning, but the heat works. So yeah, that's awesome. Okay, let's get this guy moved up out of the way. This is a mighty beast right here. Funny thing is, people like the content on this one. A lot of people watch this, but nobody wants to buy it. Like I said, it's like a moped. Nobody wants to ride in it, but it looks cool. So here's a fun one. This is Sleeper Dude's old burnout car, the Malibu. I bought this one back when I was buying some other YouTubers' videos, or actually I had 3 roadkill cars. Those are all gone now. To a good home, to a guy that's treating them way better than I ever did. But you'll see those out at like roadkill nights. The Maverick, the Belvedere, and the Fiero. They're still around, and they're in good hands now. So this is, in Vice Grip Garage, I had the ramp truck, and the orange ramp truck, and Derek's black Dodge short bed truck. So those 2 are also gone. I don't know where they're at. So then all I have left of other people's vehicles is Sleeper Dude's car here, and I don't even know what year it is. It doesn't have a title. He never had one for it. But he used it as a burnout car, and it got a little beat up. It slapped the wall like once or twice. So the bumper's jacked up. Probably bent just the very end of the frame horn there, I guess. But this has a pretty good interior in it. So yeah, if you have a Malibu, or if you want this car, I will sell you this car. I'll sell you this car cheap. I mean, it's just a yard decoration. No engine, no transmission, no title. And it's here in Indiana. So you would have to come and get it. You really have to want it. But I will absolutely sell you this car. Just get out of here. Sub $1,000. I don't know exactly the price on it. I went down, I picked it up, and I brought it back. Oh, it's got a Holley plate on it still. Man, you don't get the Holley plate. You get everything else, not the Holley plate. I like that, unless I forget and don't take it off before you get here. So if you want this car, hit me up in the comments. I read all the comments, and you can have that car for definitely well less than $1,000. Absolutely. So I don't want it anymore. I'm not going to do it anymore. I thought I was going to make a collection. I'm not going to make a collection. I have my own collection. It's time to get rid of stuff. Come and get it, somebody. This van back here, it's been sitting here for, about 10 years, give or take. It's an old Silhouette. It belonged to my parents. It blew a head gasket on it, I believe, and they let it sit. They passed away, and I just picked it up because vehicles, are sentimental items. It doesn't look very sentimental to me, does it? Just sitting back there in the weeds, but I'd like to come back here and visit it from time to time. So not getting rid of that. I'll bring it out one day and clean it up real good. We'll set it on some blocks and plant some flowers around it. It can be a yard decoration. This right here, this is a 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT. This made me a lot of money. I sold just about everything off of this car, and it sold for good money. I think I made 3 times the amount that I paid for this vehicle. And I still have the engine that was in here, the SRT engine. I still have that. I want to put it in one of the Chargers, but this is like, I got such a good deal on this, and it was amazing. I mean, it made a ton of money. I could get the title to scrap this out, but I think I'm just going to cut it up into little pieces and toss it in the scrap pile little by little and just get rid of it. I mean, come from the auction, it's perfectly fine, but people have tried to get me to sell to process the title, get the title, and just sell me the VIN numbers off of that. We don't do that here. That's what's called illegal. I think that's a felony, remove VIN tags off of vehicles. So a lot of those people came from some bigger cities that we won't mention, where they apparently do that a lot. This is gross. I'm not even gonna open the doors on this. This is disgusting. I parked it back here, and I don't care anything about it. Only thing I care about is all this sheet metal that's on the outside. If I ever get a Dodge van, I think this is a 79, might be a little bit older, might be 77, 79, something like that. I'll use these panels off of it, but it's got a 360 engine in it that runs just fine, and it's got a good transmission. Besides that, everything from the cab back is complete garbage. I've used some parts off of this in other builds. Old Volkswagen bus, I used some of the interior out of, but the generator's still good on this, believe it or not. But this is garbage. Throw it away. Scrap it eventually. Man, it's got such a good bumper on it too. It's got such a good grill, good everything on the cab. Everything looks nice. I wish I could just weld a van body to this and, you know, make another boogie van. That'd be awesome, but yeah, it'll still start. Oh, it's so nasty. Here, let's give you a really good idea of how disgusting this thing is. I've had some people that actually want to buy this, but I wouldn't sell this to anybody. You can pick these up probably. You can pick these up for free. I think I paid $500 for this. I pay $500 for a lot of things. Facebook Marketplace. You can get these for free sometimes. Go out there and look. Be ready to buy. You can get them super cheap. Now for the inside cars. Actually, this is about to be an outside car because I can't bring myself to put it together. But the Monte Carlo also has been on the channel several times. Yeah, this will start and run. It'll ride down the street. This is pretty much ready to go. This is about the most ready to go car that we have lying around here, besides, you know, like the Tahoe and the trucks. But I've had this car ever since I was 17 years old, back in like 1987, 88, somewhere in there. I bought this car at a car lot, made payments on it until it was paid for, and blew it up a few times. It's had several engines in it. Now it just has a 350 out of that other that truck out there. So it's a driver. 69 Malibu, that's total garbage car, rusted all to heck. We're gonna do something with it, but I need to find a transmission for this. I need a Chevy 350 turbo transmission, which is, for some reason, I'm having problems finding them around the city, but I have a couple 400 turbos. One of them came out of that truck. Actually, is that 3? Or is one of those a 4? One's a 4 L60, an older model, that one. And then 2 400s. So we could use one of those, but we have to shorten the drive shaft. Actually, that's a power glide transmission. That's what was in there, but I don't think I want a power glide transmission. So that's the 69 right there. And she's working as a workbench right now. This is what happens when you park cars in a space, you start putting stuff on it. This is my other jump starter. Oh, got the Chevet SS hood. This is the 392 that came out of that SRT that needs to go in something, but I keep showing people this. This is like one of the main reasons I haven't put this car together. It just weirds me out every time. It's so bad back here. There's no place to even put the glass because the ledge is gone here. This is the inner structure. This is the ledge that it's supposed to sit on right there. And everything's gone on that side. So I don't even know what to do about this back glass. It's ridiculous. I will put this together. This is for sure a runner for next year. Look at the rust holes there. That's crazy, isn't it? It needs new skin all the way around it, but we're not doing that. Put the engine back in and find the 350 turbo transmission, stick in there, and just drive it as is pretty much. I need a windshield too. A lot of stuff to do on this car, and it needs totally rewired. It's an absolute mess. And that's my daughter's car. She's in college, so it just sits there. She drove it this summer, and then she went back for another year at college, and she doesn't want a car while she's in college, so it sits there until she gets out of school again this coming summer. Then she'll drive it around and for the summer, and we'll put it back in the pole barn. She's She's taking up my space. I need that space. Well, that is it. That's all the cars that are up here at StreetRat Garage Worldwide Headquarters. Of course, this does not include my Jeep or my 56 Volkswagen that are at my other house. But yeah, I have too many cars, way too many cars. Need to get rid of at least half of these. The auction cars that I bought to resell, they can go away. So that's 1, 2, 3, how many more? I don't know. The 4, 5. I need to get rid of some cars. That's what I'm saying. And they need to go. The Chevet needs to go to $1,200. Come buy that. The RAV4 goes. Is that like 6 or 7 cars? The junk cars I'm pulling the engine out of. So there's a good 10 cars that can easily go. Then we can concentrate, get back on track, and get some of this junk back on the road where it needs to be. So stay tuned. This is coming up here pretty soon. I'm getting ready to pull this up, get it in the barn, and start working on this. Let's get this out on the road, driving where it belongs. So that is going to wrap it up for this episode of StreetRat Garage. Until next time.